Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to SIRENNET Television. We're over here at StarCar, the premier installation facility that we work with here in the Pacific Northwest, just outside the small town of Newburgh, backing into the little small village of Dundee. By the way, for those of you interested in alcoholic beverages, the wine in this particular area is absolutely fantastic. If you're into wine, it's a great wine region in the Willamette Valley. So there's the punt for the local economy. So let's get back into what we do here at SIRENNET and in conjunction with the gang at StarCar. The vehicle behind me is a Chevy Caprice. It is the police package version of the vehicle that is available in the United States. Of course, it's built in Australia by Chevy's GM family member called Holden. So shout out to all the guys and gals down under. The car itself is going to be constructed into a police vehicle. That's more or less what you see behind me. It's a black and white vehicle. And in this particular video, we're going to get a chance to see the car as it starts out and as it progresses through the building process. We'll be chatting with the variety of the crew here at StarCar. That includes the fabulous Devon and the outstanding Danny, the two Ds, and those guys will be helping us go through the manufacture of this particular vehicle. So hopefully you'll find the video interesting and informative. It's going to be a lot of fun as well. So sit back and enjoy the building of a brand new Chevy Caprice. It's a 2013 model. You're going to be watching it on SIRENNET Television. Let's go check it out. Putting the bar together?
Yeah, I put a new lens kit on it, the new LED alley lights and takedowns and new feet on it.
And Devin, you're mounting on the siren speaker?
Yeah.
You're going to put one siren speaker on this vehicle or what?
Yes, one siren speaker and it mounts under the passenger headlight.
And is this the Whelan bracket or is this one that you guys
Yeah,
built?
this is a bracket provided by Whelan.
So basically taking out the seat. Now you're going to leave the rest of the seat in position or you have to rip that out as well?
The back part?
Yeah.
Yeah, the back part comes
Has to come out too? Okay. Because we're going to put a, what's the, we're going to put a Giotto desk seat in the back here?
I think so, yeah.
A Giotto? Okay. So Danny, why are you taking this out?
This?
Yeah.
We got to run wires along the track here.
Okay.
So we got to get all the trim panels off.
Right. So basically the wiring harness is going to run through there.
Right. And these have to come off so the headliner can drop down.
Right.
And so we can drill holes for the light bar and the antennas.
Now this is the channel you're going to run the cable down for the light bar.
I'll probably run it down one of the back channels there.
Okay.
Because they go to the trunk.
Going to go to the tray at the back.
Yep.
The Giotto desk tray. Okay. So the speaker's on?
Yep. Speaker's on there. The quick disconnect end on it. the way I want to have it mounted, so when I'm finished, it's going to sit like that. But you can see the bracket bends inwards, and I can't get a pen under there to mark the holes.
Right.
So I'm just going to trace this and make a template, and then lay that down, mark the holes that way.
Right. So you know where to come in with the drill.
Mm-hmm. And then I can rivet this end and just run number 8 screws down.
Bringing down the roof. And this will allow you to run the light bar cable through.
You can see where to drill the hole so we don't hit any cross bracing.
So basically it goes set up the feet.
Yeah, I gotta move them in
Right.
so it fits on the roof better.
So tell us how you're going to put this in.
Well, I got these, this side riveted with some nutserts, so you just slide it right in there. Hand start them. I should be able to just... And then it just sits right in there.
And the plug and play you just plug in?
Yep. And the only other thing I did was loom these wires, kind of protect them and give it a cleaner look. Then the factory wires come out of the harness right here. Then you find the corresponding 2-wire plug-in, connect, and the other one.
So this is the grommet that's going to run through the roof?
Yep. Just making sure I have the right size here.
Hey Danny, what we got cooking here?
I just mounted the intersector light on the mirror here, and I'm getting ready to route the cable through the door and in the cab.
Okay. So you have to take the door panel off, obviously.
Right.
Was that pretty involved, or?
No, there's a few screws around the edge here, and then it just pops off. And you have to remove the door handle cable and the lock cable and the connectors for the window.
Okay. So then basically run it through, and then do you need to make a drill underneath here to get this in?
Yeah, you have to drill through the bottom of the mirror and then route the cable through the mirror.
That pretty straightforward?
Yeah.
Okay. And then obviously terminate everything towards the console area, which will eventually go into the vehicle?
Right. They'll eventually go to the trunk.
So Devin, what do we got going on here?
Basically, I'm going to be installing the compass side marker light, and I'm going to have to take these screws off of this inner fender well here so I can get behind and reach the grommet that goes into the cab.
Okay. So basically that compass light is going to go directly in here. This is a sound off product obviously, but it's going to go in here, into this area here, where normally there would have been a piece of material that was supplied by General Motors.
Yeah, this is the factory one.
Okay.
And it's just held in by, looks like 5 tabs.
Okay.
3 on the top, 2 on the bottom.
So then you're running the cable through the other side now for the intersector.
Yep, running it through this firewall here.
So Devin, you're going to go ahead now and put in the compass light into the side fairing.
Yes. Yep, and it's real easy.
Okay.
Just feed the wire in first and we'll try it again.
This will encourage electric connectivity between the two connectors.
Yeah, it helps prevent corrosion in the weather.
Now, one of the interesting things with the Caprice, similar to the Charger, is that do they have a dual battery system in this vehicle, or is it single? They have dual, so one on the left and one on the right rear fairing. So the game plan is to mount the vertexes into the light first?
Right. We'll mount them in there and then put the taillight back in and then route the cable.
Fits in nicely. Yep, works fine. So Devin, you're going to take out the headlights so we can mount in the SIRENNET LED hideaways?
Yep, that's correct.
So basically this is the front headlight assembly that we're going to put the SIRENNET hideaway LED into, right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Okay, and what you're going to just try to gauge is where you want to put it in this one?
Mm-hmm. These headlights are double walled, so just got to find a good spot to drill in.
So Devin, just quickly tell me what you've actually done here. You've had to disassemble the headlight assembly to get in at the dual wall issue inside this headlight
Yeah,
assembly.
I had to take out the, looks like a reflector lens here out of the headlight assembly so that I can get to the underside of that top housing compartment.
Okay, I can see it right now. That's the silver area, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically going to drill in through that to allow you to mount the SIRENNET LED hideaway inside the headlight assembly, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And it'll end up right in this parking light housing on the top here.
Okay. What you got going? You're working on the wiring harness?
Yeah, putting the wiring harness in the car here.
Okay. So this is something that you actually built and put together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you set it up on a jig as far as laying out the cable, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to running that from the battery system. Well, actually the battery system's in the back on the Caprice, but you're running it from here up into the console area?
Yeah,
up the front?
it's gonna go from the pull-out tray to the console.
Okay, let's go have a look inside. Is this part of the harness here?
Yep.
Up the front? Okay.
Runs along the factory wire harness here, and then up under the dash, and it's gonna come out. It comes out right there.
Well, here we have the door panel on the Caprice, and I guess what we're going to be doing here, as you can see, this is obviously the one that comes from the factory, all nice and fancy. But of course, when you want to put a prisoner in the back of the vehicle, you don't necessarily want it to be all nice and fancy like. So you want to make a change to it. So one of the things you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking out this ability to open the door and listen to nice quadraphonic music. And one of the devices is a product available from Satina, which is a panel cover, which Danny's going to put on right now, and that'll go directly over the actual existing panel, as you can see here. And into position it goes, and then Danny will go ahead and screw that down shortly as well. We're putting in the screen now into the back of the Caprice.
Yep, putting the screen in and the rear seat.
So as far as the screen goes, pretty straightforward to put it into this vehicle?
Yeah, you just there's brackets that bolt to the B-pillars behind this trim panel.
Okay.
And then they stick out, and then you bolt those brackets.
So the plate goes into the area there by the B-pillar.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is to get the seat in once you put that in?
Yeah, the seat has to go in before the recess panel can go in.
Now this vehicle's going to have a recess panel put in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got the window bars, which you already put on.
Yep.
Now these are the clear ones from Satina. There's also metal ones, I know, but a lot of folks are preparing to use these now. So you're going to put in the recess panel?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll drop in the lower kick panel.
Yeah.
And again, this obviously will secure, once it's all bolted down obviously, but it'll secure the front of the vehicle with respect to the prisoner in the back of the vehicle.
With clear space on it.
So Devin, you're going to go put in the tray now, right?
Yes.
It's kind of an awkward position to be in, I guess, but you got to get in there to get it bolted in.
Yeah, you gotta hold it up and get it screwed in, and then once it's secure, it's pretty straightforward.
And here we have the LED hideaways now, which is being placed inside the front headlight assembly. So Devin, you're running all the wiring in now to go into the trunk tray, which we were putting in earlier.
Yeah, yep, I got all the components mounted on the tray. Now I'm just going to loom the wires and send them that way. I'm hooking up wires under the console here and finding the horn ring wires so I can hook those up under the dash.
Now we're still waiting for the console, which will be going in between the seats here. Obviously the passenger seat's in, but the console has not arrived yet, but we'll be waiting for that shortly. And then you'll also be tying away the rest of the wire looms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they also had you put this flashlight in this position here. This is a little unusual, but this is what they wanted.
Yep. They're gonna have one there and one next to the gun rack in the recess panel.
Right, we haven't put the gun rack in yet.
Right.
So right now you guys have got the driver's seat put back into position, and Danny has put in the shotgun weapons mount per the client's requirements. I can see that in here. So Danny, you're putting together a console which the customer that you're building this Caprice for has supplied, and right now what are you doing? Putting it together?
Yeah, I'm gonna mount the radios in here and the siren controller, and then put the power points in, and then I'll put it all in the car.
Okay. And again, this is something that you guys haven't done before with respect to this particular type of console, so it's quite new, is that right?
Yeah.
So how many radios are they going to want to put into this one?
They have 2 radios.
Right. And then 1 siren controller?
Yeah.
Okay. And basically this is currently set up to take 1 radio and 1 controller, so you're going to have to make some modifications.
Yeah.
So once the console is finished, then he's going to mount it into the console area inside the Caprice. We'll take a look at that as soon as all the bits and pieces are put together.
When you get there.
So Danny, you've gone ahead and mounted the console that you were working on earlier today into the vehicle now. Looks very nice. Looks like the boys are bringing the car in.
Stand out of 2, copy. 10-4. 10-27. Clear, okay.
Hey Danny, can you just quickly show me how the screen moves away from the AC and radio controls? Is there a latch or lever that you pull?
Just pull it off and it's got magnets here.
Well, there you have it, a pretty interesting look at the building of a Chevy Caprice built here at StarCar with components supplied by SIRENNET. All of the parts are available at SIRENNET, so again check out the website. But many thanks to the gang here at StarCar, Denny, Devon, the big man Doug, and the ever mysterious Ted, who you never get to see, but he is here, I can guarantee you that one. And they're involved in putting this car together, so it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I'm Stuart, thanks for watching.